The following presentation is rated TVMA.
It's just one of those days we don't wanna wake up. Everything is fine, everybody's done. You don't really know why, but you ain't justified. No human contact. If you interact, you ain't not contract. You best bet to stay away, motherfucker. Stop the he said bullshit. I think you better quit, let it slip. You'll be legal with a bad lip. Stop the he said bullshit. You better quit talking that shit. Just one of those days. Only a freight train. First one to complain leads to a blessing. Yeah, right, I'm a maniac. You better watch your back. That nigga's stuck up. Just locked up. That's why I get fucked up. Best bet is just stay away, motherfucker. Just one of those days. Stop the he said bullshit. I think you better quit. Let it slip. You'll be legal with a bad lip. He said bullshit.
Hey!
Hey,
It's fucking Friday already.
it is Friday, and it's a little early.
Is it actually Friday though this time? Because last time it was
I
not.
think it's Friday.
It was not Friday. It was Thursday. But
Yeah.
well, we were doing the Friday show on a Thursday.
Yeah.
It was really.
Now
fucking
today it's on a
confusing.
Friday, but it's early.
It was super confusing.
That's okay.
Oh well, whatever.
But we have some friends. Hang on one second. Boop, boop, boop. Look at them all. Hi
What's
guys.
up?
Good evening.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello. We have Munro on today, and they're from overseas, so which is why we're a tad early.
Where overseas?
That's a long story.
Yeah, how long have you got? We got 5 members, different countries.
We got a long time. Go for
Yeah,
it.
go for it.
Well, the three of
Go on.
us are in Ireland. Gaz and Jake are in Northern Ireland, so they're technically UK. Robbie is in Northern Ireland. I am in the Republic of Ireland, so technically the same country, but not. And our bassist is currently in Austria. Is he in Austria now? Yeah.
Holy
Jake's
So what,
English.
so what does practice look like? Does it look like this?
Yeah, we get together. We get together when we can. It's just a really expensive commute.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Sounds like it.
I feel like that's most bands nowadays, though, because like every band that we're friends with or that we tour with, like none of them even live in the same fucking state.
No.
They all live like fucking everywhere else in the country other than together.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird at the minute. It's a lot of stuff is just solo, and yeah, playing with yourself a lot.
Which you do a lot.
I do too.
I'm hoping instruments, but no judgment here.
oh, we didn't mean that. Oh, my bad.
We're terrible. Hello, everybody. Everyone saying hello, Jake and guys.
Hello. Hey.
First little hugs.
Yeah. Happy to be here. Thank you for having us on. Thank you.
Absolutely. Somebody said there's nudity. Sweet. No, that's just.
If there is,
around,
it's usually me.
Yeah, that intro list looked like a challenge list. It's do we have to fit every bit of that into the show?
No,
Yes.
well, normally I do.
Why not?
No, normally.
Connor,
Ew.
you're not done for partial nudity though, are you? You're like all or nothing.
All of you.
I'm nothing generally.
There you go.
I don't even
Somebody said they
shower
like
naked.
magic straw. Do you have a straw yet?
Oh yes, I was wondering if anybody was going to notice.
I feel.
I'm on. I'm on my Piston Head beer, and I got my flamingo straw just for tonight.
What kind of beer is that?
Piston Head, it's Swedish lager.
I didn't know
So-
Swedish lager was a thing, but now
I
we need to
got
try some.
I got upped on the straw.
Yeah, you did. And the beer, because you just have an India Pale. You have an India Pale Ale.
I like my IPAs. Thank you very much.
Jake, what are you sucking down there, boy?
This is some filthy Californian wine.
Like filthy good or filthy bad?
It's like the Budweiser of wine.
In Europe, that's not a good thing.
It's super easy to drink. It's super tasty, but if you really analyze it, it's not really a lot there.
It's okay. We don't judge your alcohol choice.
Oh, don't get me wrong. California's got some nice tasting wines, but this is the only one that delivers to my house. So
They deliver. Do they deliver it from there to Ireland? Then?
not California, but there's like a winery nearby that delivers it.
Oh, that's awesome.
Mm.
That's nice. I wish they delivered.
think
Well,
so.
we have a liquor store right out the front door, literally.
Nice.
Yeah, they don't have cool shit though. It's all
They have good whiskey and bourbon,
true. Okay.
which is basically the same thing, just a little bit different, but whatever.
They said, "Is it Apothic Red?"
It is, yes.
Yeah,
Oh, Apothic's good.
That's
Yeah,
actually
but-
not bad. I actually like
Yeah.
that.
yeah. Amy said Jake and his Apothic Red.
Yeah,
Uh,
Amy's one of my my moderators for my streams. So hi, Amy. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for
Apothic
joining.
Dark is where it's at now. Have you tried
Coffee
it?
dark, yeah, it's like dark roast but wine.
Oh,
I actually like that Apothic. What was it? It was it's Apothic, but they age it in whiskey barrels. I can't remember the fucking name of it.
I don't like wine.
It's got the regular logo, but it's got like fire on it.
Yeah, I know the one. I think that was limited. I think that was maybe limited edition, and then they brought it back because like people really liked it.
Yeah, that shit was good.
Yeah.
And then you fucked up.
Well, that's the whole point. As long as it does that, then I guess it does the job.
Well, to kick off the show, you always start, so it's you.
So you want me to start?
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Joe
So,
always starts.
so I was gonna ask how you got the band name, but Jake, I think that's your last name, yeah.
Yeah.
Narcissism.
Total coincidence.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a complete coincidence. It's actually
What?
a quote from his favorite novel.
Yeah.
Just it's just a coincidence. He realized afterwards, oh shit, it's actually my last name.
Yeah.
Like Tolstoy, deep in his soul, he found his Munro.
To quote
There you go.
to quote the Raven, Munro, nevermore. So yeah, I mean the name of the band is also sort of tied with the origin of the band as well, because all through, because I've been playing guitar and writing music since, well, I've been playing guitar since I was 11. So it's 18 years now. Jesus fucking Christ. And I've been songwriting since I was 13, and I've been desperately trying to put a band together for so long, and I had a consistently bad time with it.
I know how that is.
Yeah, I mean, one of the most consistent problems I had was people just not giving enough of a shit. You know,
Yep.
people would show up, I'd have to show them the song that I wrote, how to play it, and they'd be like, "Oh, I kind of got it." And then next week when they showed up, they completely forgot it because they just didn't remember it. They just didn't bother to practice because they don't care.
He's not a spirit animal.
Yeah, so I I had that problem for over a decade, and whenever I moved to Northern Ireland, my grandparents, I tried to take out a loan, but I was 19, so I had like no credit. But my grandparents took it out for me, and I paid them off since years ago. But I bought a home studio, and I was like, do you know what? I'm not going to rely on anyone anymore. I'm going to do it myself. You know, I'm going to do the bass, do the drums, do the guitars, do the vocals for the first time ever. And just not rely on anyone, not have that block, not have, you know, other people's lack of dedication or interest or passion holding back what I do. So I managed to record the entirety of Time Fueled Revenge, which is a weird fucking album. To be quick, it's so eclectic. I haven't actually distributed it officially anywhere other than Bandcamp.
That one time?
Yeah,
Bandcamp?
one time at Bandcamp. But I don't like Bandcamp. A lot of artists upload to Bandcamp, but it's very, very easy to steal music from their website. Very easy, and I still see bands using it today, and like people are stealing your music. It's super easy to do. So now I just upload it to YouTube and Spotify, and then I sort of got that itch that can only be scratched by a live performance. I was like, I absolutely can't play all this myself. Unfortunately, I need to outsource. And that's when I met Gaz. Gaz was not the first drummer I met. The first one was a bit of a douchebag. Oh no, that was Gaz. Yeah,
As opposed to Gaz.
No,
That was Voodoo, wasn't it?
It was
We went
Voodoo.
for-
Yes,
Yeah,
indeed.
yeah.
It was 6 years ago, man, and we had a nice conversation.
long?
Yeah,
Shit.
I still have I have photos from our first ever rehearsal when I got blonde hair.
And that was still at the mill.
It was, yeah.
Yeah.
And I actually found photos from the room that we now own. So
But we actually really hit it off when we started talking like musically. I think that week I just heard Periphery, and then when Jake and I got talking, he's like, "What are you into?" And I was like, "Oh, I've just heard this band Periphery." He's like, "I fucking love Periphery."
yeah,
and then we started even talking about more electronic stuff, Cell Dweller, that type of stuff. And we're like, "Oh, wouldn't it be cool if we could just merge all of that?" I was like,
Yeah.
I was thinking, yeah, it's like get out of my head. So
because I always wanted electronic stuff. Because like if you listen to the first album, Time Fuel's Revenge, like there's my feeble attempt at dubstep on there, and there's like trance and stuff on there. There's some drum and bass stuff on there. So I always wanted the electronic stuff. Because I was so focused on the metal part, I didn't have enough time to really deep dive. Watched Jake since Metal started. Awesome, Chrissy. Thanks for that. God, you're an OG fan. But yeah, the electronics has always been there, and I never really had the dedication to really learn it, because going through music college that I did, you sort of learn this sense of elitism when it comes to music, you know, and like electronic music is not as good as music that you like hit and play. But I never really believed that. I never really had that sense of superiority over it. I just didn't understand it. And then I tried to create electronic music, and I was like, there's a fuck ton to this. There's a lot to this.
Yeah. So were you a fan of when Korn did it with Skrillex a couple of years ago?
Was it Path to Totality?
Yeah, see, that's what got me into the whole mixing electronic with metal. Is I'd really never heard of it before until that, and I was like, oh my god, this is something on a whole new fucking level.
Yeah, because it's actually amazing that the Path of Totality came out, because I was like, this is what I wanted to make. Because back when I wanted to make that shit, it hadn't been done yet, or at least hadn't been done in a big way. You know, you'd have like In Flames with like little bits of synth here and there, Scott Symmetry as well, little bits of synths here and there just to sort of pad it out. But I was
Slipknot
like, no,
were scratching, Linkin Park had bits.
yeah,
You had really industrial bands who were really heavy and so very, very electronic focused, but so heavy it almost started coming from the other direction, like Combi Christ.
yeah.
And now they fully went metal. They went the other direction. Yeah.
Zombie Christ totally have gone fully metal now. Yeah.
I think Cell Dweller was the one that just really nailed it for me. That merging, and he's just prolific now. The stuff he's doing.
Just say
I was
that.
wondering-
Connor's back.
Connor, I wasn't sure if you like had like this amazing ability to not blink, or if you had froze.
I was wondering, I was like, did I just completely freeze on screen? Or I was like, I hope not. I don't know what happened there. My internet just...
I just like was looking at you, and I was like, well, maybe they can just keep their eyes open for a long time. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure he sleeps like that, plays keyboards like that. Everything's just
just eyes open, no blinking.
So
Megan tried to miss anything in the comments. They want to know how many instruments you can play.
I think that's for me, right?
Yeah.
Let's see. So I self-learned guitar. My dad was a drummer. So then I learned how to play drums, and I was really good at drums until I moved over, and then no access to a kit. So guitar, drums, bass. Obviously, if you're a guitarist, you can play bass. Self-taught vocalist, keyboard, piano, I guess. My sister had, when she was in school, she bought a cello home, and she left it in the living room along with the sheet music she was learning for a music class, and she went out with my family. So I went downstairs and I went, oh, a cello. I've never played one of these before. By the time she got back, I had learned her piece of music.
Is that not meant to be please blink if you need help?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you need saved.
No, Connor's always like that. Connor's always like that. He just has like a sleep mode.
It's like a Munro hazy, and you have to have your tear ducts surgically removed when you join the band. So
I knew it'd be me too. I was like, definitely my internet is going to cut out during this.
It might Brexit. They might be slowing down the cross-border connection. So
yeah, that's probably it.
So taking away all the COVID bullshit, what is this? What is the metal scene like over in Ireland?
Oh boy,
Terrible.
Sparse.
Awful.
Yeah.
It is homogenous and awful. It is. You're allowed, and I say allowed because there are several journalist outlets that will sort of, write up about this stuff. And honestly, like if you don't fit into 2, maybe 3 genres that they listen to, then you suck. One of them is most definitely doom or sludge. There's so much fucking doom metal in Northern Ireland.
Probably the weather. Yeah, I think it's the weather.
It would be the fucking weather, yeah.
It's fucking raining again!
Yeah, there's so much doom. And then there's black metal and death. It's just the heaviest shit. You're not allowed to innovate at all.
No, they like their old school thrash. You got a lot of
they
denim.
like that thrash
Yeah,
too,
there's a lot of trash bands. I don't want to shit all over the scene here entirely because there are some great.
The South it's a little better, I think.
Yeah, down here, the thing that annoys me about it is there's just never room enough to grow. Like in comparison to like mainland UK, there's a lot of bands from here who would have blown up a lot more if they had have been from somewhere else, but they just never had the chance to expand here because like in the south of Ireland, including all of the counties that isn't Dublin, there's maybe like 4 rock and metal venues like in the whole country. So like your options are play these same 4 places over and over again and hope you make it big online to the point that you tour somewhere else, or just keep playing them over and over again until you all give up hope. But there are some significantly good, especially in metalcore. There's some significant metalcore bands who have come out of the south of Ireland. Dead Label is one of them. They're really, really dope. And This Place Hell, I'm not sure if they're still together, but they were like making serious moves. But other than that, it's a hard country to come from trying to do this stuff.
I think like every big city in England has at least one proper full dedicated rock and metal bar. Belfast
the horizon
does not. There's like one really good guy locally who kind of champions metal and puts on weekly or monthly clubs or bi-weekly as much as he could. He brought big bands over as much as he could, but it's getting the crowds. And I think Northern Ireland is such a rural place. People are so spread out. The actual cities are quite small, but so you maybe have one venue in Belfast doing gigs, 1 or 2 venues in Dublin, and then as Connor said, like 4 more around the country. Where in England, it's like you could go to a different city every week and be playing somewhere.
Plus Belfast.
Yeah, and that's the thing as well, is it's expensive for bands to come here too.
It is,
because they basically have to move all their equipment over to this country from England. Like they could just go to the UK and they could play maybe 14 shows in the UK easily, between Scotland and England and Wales. But then they go, oh, well, we have to factor in the expenses of flying or shipping everything over to Ireland for one show, maybe two if we also play Belfast. And the turnout won't be as big and it won't be worth it. So like lots of bands are even starting, like big bands are starting to even skip here on tours. They just do the UK. And I can imagine with Brexit, that's going to get even worse.
Yeah, Trivium
Yeah, Trivium gave up after they played that Belfast show. They were like, no.
And then Monuments gave up as well. Like,
which is sad because Trivium played here so many times. I saw Trivium like at least 3-4 times here, and it's sad to see they literally went, yeah, it's just, you know, it's not worth it to go there anymore.
Yeah,
it was hilarious. So I think Heafy was up for it. He came out, he's like, hey, Belfast, you don't know you're in for it. Everybody goes, yeah. Tuesday night.
that's Belfast crowds, like straight up, like they don't care. Like
you'd probably one drunk as fuck guy in the back going, and everybody else was, yeah, it's Tuesday. Yep, play some music.
Definitely Tuesday. I'm like, one, let's do it.
I always have to ask that question because a few bands that we've met from Ireland online or became friends with, they all had the same thing to say. We're trying to move to the States. We're trying to move to the States.
Yeah.
There's got to be a reason, and obviously that's why.
The reason.
Yeah, I mean, there's also that sort of Ireland man. And do you know what, Daisy Atkinson? Thank you for the question. We're actually going to answer that in just a bit.
Oh yeah, we're going to answer that.
Yeah, because we were actually talking about that recently. There's also there's island mentality as well, and I mean IS Island. Where because you're not part of a mainland, you sort of try, you play within what you know. So you play within the small amount of towns, you play the same shows over and over again to the same crowds, and then they wonder why they never get any bigger. It's like, well, because you need to leave. You shouldn't be focusing on this at all.
And I think breaking out is so hard. The expense and the effort to plan.
Do you remember how much our show in Birmingham cost?
Yeah. So, yeah, to get a whole band across with all their gear from Ireland to England, you don't want to just do one show like we did. We just said, fuck it, we'll do one show. If we could have done 10 while we were there, that would have made it a lot more efficient. But the planning, the effort, and the cost to do it, I think you have to reach like a very high threshold before you can just up sticks and go and do that. But that's what you need to do to break out. Unless now the world's shifting with COVID and everything. And I think this is where we're putting a huge amount of effort into the new rehearsal room, the recording space, the ability to record ourselves and broadcast ourselves. So I think we're trying to adapt much more online and take us to everybody else without having to play the live shows at the minute. As much as we'd love to, we just got to accept it is what it is at the minute.
It was definitely Munro's time to shine, I think. As awful as the entire pandemic has been, both economically and also as an effect on people's mentality. Shut up, phone!
I thought it was me. I was like, did I leave my window?
I have everything hooked up. Like, you're right.
You're totally fine.
Sorry, hold on. Connor, we should text him to bug him now.
Yeah, I was going to say that was me. Sorry.
We'll hear it.
You'll see it.
But yeah, I mean, because the entire music industry had to stop. So everyone was forced to either adapt to be online or die. And, Munro has always been very specifically online. And I had this immediate battle plan, which is just release all the fucking time. Don't bother with albums. Don't bother with like one album every year and a half, because that's how bands die and become irrelevant. If you're huge, maybe you can, you do the album thing because that's the premise. But if you're a small upcoming band, you need to. It's the same as being a YouTuber, or it's the same as doing anything online. You have to be consistent and you have to be frequent, because otherwise the world will forget about you. So that's why we've been in a constant state of releasing singles.
I see that, like, that's been a big, huge thing, because here recently, 3 different bands that we're friends with and have toured with and everything, they're doing the same thing. They release like a single every month, all the way up until like they've come out with like 7 singles. Yeah. Then they'll launch the album, which will have like 12 songs, and by the time they release the album, they're already working the fucking next one and like 5 songs in.
That's what we're doing at the moment. So we have another single due out in 3 weeks. So the single's pretty much done. We're just working on some final revisions. It's my favorite song on the EP for 2020 that me and Connor wrote, and it's really ambitious, has a lot in it.
No, your video idea is ambitious. The video idea, fuck.
Everything ambitious.
Yeah.
You gotta be, though.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, the very nature of Munro is always pushing the envelope. We're always trying something different, something new. Because every time we release a new single, people think that's the new sound now. Like, I remember when we released... Lexi's correct. We do actually have a pretty decent following in New York.
No way.
We
Hey,
do,
New York.
Oh, yeah. We're pretty big in New
Hey.
York. I'm
That'd
talking
be awesome.
over 1,000 individuals alone in New York, which is amazing. I always think about what a show would be like in New York with that many people there. That would be dope. But what is this? Oh, sorry.
Shut
never
up,
mind.
phone.
Yeah, my phone's just going. You know, I'm gonna put it face down. Fuck you, phone.
I'm working on making the handlebar mustache a thing next. I want to make the handlebar mustache metal. It's
Fucking you and Lubo, man. You both like that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, the guitarist from Avatar did it. You could
Yeah.
do it. You could do it.
Do it.
Love the confidence. Thank you.
Kieran Flanagan. Kieran Munro would open for one band. Who would it be? Well, I think we all have our own individual ideals of who
Yeah.
we want
I
to
know,
open for.
Jake, I definitely know yours.
What is it?
Is it Dear on Grey?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I knew it would be Dear
Wow.
on Grey.
I have
I mean,
not
Jeff-
heard that
Jeff-
name.
We know Connors.
Yeah,
We
we
know
know
Connors.
Connors. Yeah.
It's
Motionless.
not Motionless in White.
It's
Oh
motionless.
yeah.
It's not Motionless in White.
All right, who is it then?
I mean, that would be dope. I don't know. I feel like I'd want to do like someone weird. Like an OG would be so dope. You know, like someone like Korn, basically. You know, like that would be such a surreal experience.
That would be sick.
to be
yeah.
opening for a band that I've been listening to for like 13 years.
Yeah.
You know, like that
I
would be
agree with that.
insane. Like someone like Korn or Marilyn Manson, like massive artists. I'd
Yeah.
also like to do like something weird. Like I feel like we're gonna have such trouble because we have such an unusual sound.
Yeah,
that-
that's the problem.
It's like who's the target audience here? Like what other bands?
Well,
like,
that's- yeah.
what genres?
That's the thing I always stick on if I'm trying to describe our genre of sound. I can't. It's too many words just keep coming out.
I think the closest Jake and I ever found when we were talking about this was cyber metal. And we were like, that is so dope.
it's so
And
dope, but so made up by a bunch of 13-year-olds.
Yeah,
who
yeah,
couldn't
that was
quite
definitely
figure out what the Devil May Cry theme music is. It's like cyber metal or something. Yeah, that's it. Right, post that in a forum somewhere.
you know it's a thing.
We have one band here in the States that does a lot of the electronic with metal, which is the Browning.
Mm-hmm.
The Browning, they're not huge. I mean, they're decent size over here, but they're the
I've
only-
actually heard of them.
yeah, they're
I've
the
heard
only
of them
ones I
before.
know like, right off the bat that do
It's
that,
electronic, yeah.
that use it like every single song, and that's like their whole shtick over here is doing like the EDM mixed with metal.
Yeah, I mean, whenever it comes to electronic with metal, like a lot of metal bands, like you said, will sort of pick one electronic style. But I always try and change. Like I was saying before I went on a fucking tangent, there was every time we release a new single, it has a different electronic style to it, which incidentally also changes the metal style that goes along with it. So whenever we release Two Villains, people were just like, "Oh, so you're like an 80s sort of industrial thing now." We're like, no, that's what we are this month. Next month will be something else. Like, for example, the new single that's coming out is completely different to, it's like, how do you explain it? It's
Boil loosening is how I describe it.
yeah.
it's going to make innards go outwards. It's
the biggest one, and we knew it was the biggest one when we were writing it. But it's like Incubus on steroids. It's like just. There's a bunch of influences to it as well. Some weird ones. John Crow, if you ever snorted blow off a hooker's ass, yes. I was that hooker, and the dudes that did the blow off my ass.
That's why Connor doesn't blink anymore.
You've seen some things, man.
Yeah.
The things you miss when you blink, you gotta always be ready.
Connor 2020.
Your turn.
I feel like I'm making a conscious effort to blink now so that people know I'm still here.
You've got a timer on your phone that's like,
Yeah. Like every
I don't know.
5 seconds, I'm like, blink. Okay, yeah, good.
I think you're sending Morse code. Is it? She has me chained to the table. Quick, send help. Okay, yeah.
So Constance with a soundtrack has a good question. Does everyone in the band have a side project? And the reason why I want to answer that is because I always encourage everyone in the band to have a side project, because this band is very much my creative outlet. It's the music will take the direction that I feel is appropriate for what's inside me and what I want to get out, which was the very origin of Munro, is what it was. Just whatever crazy fucking thing I can think of, let's make that a song. So to make sure that there's no friction, I always encourage every member of the band to have their own outlet and write what they want to write. And they can do whatever they want with that. I got no problems at all. But I know Lubo has a side project, doesn't he? It's like some sort of progressive black metal, and it's really good.
He's promised for about 2.5 years to send it to me to put drums to.
Yeah, because I remember writing a riff once, and he was just like, I have an idea for how this song should go, and he sent it back, and it was this black metal virtuoso, just epic journey of a song, and I was like, yeah, you can have that, man. So he's likely gonna keep it. But he can totally keep that riff. That's fine with me. But
Connor writes chilled EBM for like coming down in Ibiza in his spare time.
Yeah,
it's not even a full joke, because it's like 90% serious.
Yeah.
Like I literally just make everything all the time. Like I wake up one day and be like, man, I really want to make some trip hop. And I'll be like, cool. And it works out, because now I have like such a backlog of like demo ideas of stuff that if we don't use it, if we don't use it as a band, I just use it in the back of YouTube videos and stuff. I'm always like, oh, I have a bank for this mood. Yeah. You're like, you have this stockpile of songs that you're like, well, I mean, I can just use it as over B-roll stuff.
Yeah, because like I went through my entire Logic folder, which is as old as my fucking Mac, right? That's my first one. So it's like 7 years old or some shit. And I went through the entire thing the other day, and I was just like, what is this I wrote back in 2014? I was like, holy shit, this is awesome.
You can almost timestamp it. You're like, oh, Jake was in his Trivium phase there, right?
Yeah.
And, Jake was in his Periphery phase there.
Oh, this is definitely a Tesseract phase. And one of the songs that I wrote when I was in my Tesseract phase actually got released and had a video to it and everything. And that was with Munro. That was Social Deconstruct, which is a great song, but it's a Tesseract song. So, and like straight up.
Yeah, I remember talking to you about that. And you were like, yeah, like I love that song, but it is a Tesseract song.
It's a Tesseract
100%.
Yeah. So it's
that was our first big ambitious video, though. That was such good fun.
I mean, they've all been good fun, man.
Yeah.
They've all been good fun. And that was when we learned that we actually liked doing big videos.
Well, I think that's the thing about us as a band. We enjoy creativity beyond just the music. We enjoy the creativity of the imagery, the photography, the videography. Connor now doing all the crazy special effects. we do everything ourselves. We're not bringing anybody else in to do any of it, apart from the odd bit of acting here and there. Yeah, we did have a cameraman worked with us for a bit. We've taken over doing that ourselves as well. So I think we enjoy that whole process, the holistic thing.
Yeah, I mean, again, that's very much the nature of Munro is, and this is from fucking experience. You can take this however you want it, but I'm saying this from experience. The fewer people you have involved in your passion project, the more likely it is to succeed. Because the only person who's going to have enough passion for your project to be released, to not be a pipe dream, is going to be you. And the amount of people you can, invigorate to also do the same. So I have learned from experience that the more people you involve, the more people you include, the higher the factor that this likely will not work. Because you'll rely on someone who doesn't have the same passion, you rely on someone who doesn't share the same vision, and they'll drop the ball, and you'll be like, well, this whole project fell through because you didn't give enough of a fuck. So that's why we try and do as much as we can ourselves.
Everything you've said is exactly how this was created.
Yeah.
With mankind.
Everything.
Yeah.
Everything down to not being able to get musicians that really gave a shit.
Yep.
Me and my brother started, we played in bands forever and ever and ever together. And everybody wanted to play the rock star part.
Yep.
But they didn't want to do what it took to get there. They didn't want to They didn't want to write the music. They didn't want to show up to shows. And if they did show up to shows, they were so fucked up they couldn't play to begin with.
Yeah, exactly. They want the lifestyle, they want the fame, but they don't want to put the work in.
Yeah. And then I became this.
Yeah, exactly. It's what you have to do in today's day and age, and because of the modern era that we're in, we definitely have the capabilities of doing everything ourselves now, which is great. A lot of software, specifically software, is just readily available, and you can learn at your own pace, and you can pretty much do whatever. Like the lyric video for Incubus, we couldn't get together. Like the lockdown was fresh.
Thanks to Goosefoot. You're right. Welcome. Everybody's safe here.
Yes, of course. Goosefoot, absolutely.
Except for Jake's phone.
I know they're talking about it
my
in the
phone.
comments, that there's a WAV file of you saying "shut up" to your phone, and it's on Zedge as a ringtone. Somebody's talking about it in the comments. Yeah.
Did someone?
Right here. I have it as my text tone on Zedge.
Oh my God! Someone actually took it and put it on Zedge. I pop up in the weirdest places, man. Have it as my text.
Yeah, and things that you say, like you don't drink, would be like things that people would want to hear over and over again. It happens all the time.
Yeah. Who was it that turned me into a ringtone? It was the one I used to say all the time, the shut your whore mouth.
Shut your whore mouth, yeah. Ringtone for a while.
Like I pop up in the weirdest places, man. I tried to search my name on Tumblr to see if there was anything like weird shit that I could react to, and like I had no idea. I had no idea.
No. I haven't done that. We should do that. That sounds like a fun idea. Yeah, see, somebody said that they also have it as a ringtone. It started in the Cult of Munro Facebook group.
Oh yeah. Do you know my driving instructor's part of that? Oh shit! I got into the car with my driving instructor, and he was like, "So what do you do?" And I was like, "Well, I do YouTube. That's why I'm doing driving lessons in the middle of the day on a Wednesday." And he was like, "I'll have to check that out." And I was like, "Please don't." Right, left here. And the next day, the next lesson, he shows up, and he starts quoting my videos to me.
You're like, oh.
Yeah, we're sort of driving because I'm a really good driver, so he barely needs to give me any fucking pointers. So we're just like, we just go out for a drive, and I'm just like driving around, and we're just talking. He just talks to me about my recent video, and I'm just there like, oh, we just started talking about it. It's fun. It's fun talking about the stuff. But then I got home and I opened up my messages because they were fucking blowing up as they usually do, and someone had told me that he had joined the Facebook Page. Oh my god.
Subtle chest flex. It's fine.
I mean, it's cool. You know, it's
There's no
So
way to
look-
show this off without
yeah.
it looking
What are you wearing,
inappropriate.
man? You about to get shot by the IRA or what?
This is where I keep all my vape juice.
Can I have one of those for my cigars?
Sure.
It's where
Is that for
he
like a reload on the run of your vape?
That's where he keeps his teeth,
Like,
man.
I'm dead
This is-
serious. I want one of those for cigars, though. It's got to be custom made for cigars.
Okay.
It's the best thing about tech wear clothing is you never run out of pockets. You always have enough pockets for everything.
Well,
Fucking
I mean, until they all break, because typically they're made of like sugar.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
This has been sturdy. This has been sturdy so far. I'm proud.
Is it one of those things like 3 months later, like, oh shit, look what I found?
Yeah. Shit,
Yeah, I
that's
found
weird.
money in it the last time I put it on. I love when that happens. When
Yeah.
we were going out.
for
This
us.
is like pre-COVID. We were going out, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I'll throw that on." And I was
Is that-
like, "Yeah, sticking my vape juice in one, my keys in the other." And then I was like, "Oh sweet, money!" It's like I've robbed my past self.
I think this is a new timestamp where like PC and AC, like pre-COVID and after COVID.
Yeah, it feels like that, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Anytime I'm like talking about anything, I'm like, "Oh, this was like pre-Corona," you know, like just to excuse it.
I love it. Okay, so staple question for the Friday Fuckery show. Does pineapple belong on pizza?
No.
Fuck yes.
Mhm.
Yes,
Hell
I
no.
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 Hell
Yes.
no.
I lost.
This has been like a 3-year running
battle.
conversation because I say no, he says yes.
battle.
I haven't tried it yet, but I'd love to. I'd love to try mango on a pizza. I think that would really work as well.
You do that.
No.
You are wrong.
Oh,
Do you guys in the States get kebab on pizza? Kebab
No.
meat, like doner kebab.
I don't think so.
No,
Oh, it's the best thing ever. Doner is like the Turkish spit roast of meat, you know, and they shave it
Yeah.
off into the strips.
Yeah, kebab.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, no, they definitely don't.
No.
How would that even
I would
work?
Try that.
Oh, they
How does that work?
I would
they
try
put that on pizza here.
Yeah, they do.
It's amazing.
It is.
Everyone's saying no mango.
No, I would try
Everyone's
that.
saying no mango.
No, I'm with him. I would do it.
Somebody said I had peaches on a pizza. That's awful.
Ooh.
Peaches on a pizza? I mean, at what
No.
point do we actually start telling people that their choices in food are actually going to get them killed?
Greek yogurt. I think that'd work.
Oh, Lynn, strawberry pizza. I knew she would chime in when you asked the pineapple pizza question. She's a pineapple pizza fan.
Yep.
I love it. That's
No.
like all I eat.
See, I like it separately.
Pineapple, Canadian bacon, and bacon. With crushed red pepper.
No.
And
What,
good beer.
what about a pen pineapple pizza?
I don't
Oh,
know.
wait, that. Okay, I get it.
You get it?
Dead meme. I'm
I
sorry.
can agree with that, Shy Girl. Fish does not belong on pizza. Fish doesn't belong ever.
Well, fish belongs in tacos. Why can't it go on pizza? They're sardines. My dad loves sardines.
Kebab meat is
Kebab meat is so indiscriminate.
Yeah, I'm not
that's-
even sure if it's a mix of meats or hoof or what. It's just
Yeah, you go buy a kebab and
The first thing that
you're like,
came
what
to my
kind of
head
meat is this?
was it could be anyone could be put up. Anyone could be put up on that pole and have their meat shaved off. It's
Yeah.
indiscriminate. Absolutely.
You ask the guy what it is, and he's like, "It's meat." And you're like, "What kind of meat?" And he's like, "Meat." It's
Yeah.
just meat. Okay.
Non-meat.
Don't ask any more about it.
it's a rotating stick of meat.
Kind of like
Ugh.
bologna. Nobody really knows what bologna is other than it's some type of meat.
Tacos.
They're talking to Gaz over there.
I am working on my Kratos beard. Yeah, I think I should try that for my next look. The big Kratos bits. Thank you. I like that.
You've had fries on
Fries
pizza.
on-
I've had
Tara?
fries on pizza. Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
That's
that's
dope.
dope.
No, true. I'm telling you, that is dope.
Yeah.
You get fries, put it on a slice of pizza,
Connor will
fold it
know
over like a
about
calzone.
Connor would know all
Yeah,
about
because
it.
these are the only two things I eat.
You eat.
There's many
that's
major
so
food
right,
groups.
but I'm telling you.
Connor lives on
now,
carbs.
now that we're away from some of the music talk, I can ask my favorite.
Sure.
Oh, here we go.
Favorite, each one of you, what is your favorite horror movie?
Favorite horror movie? Well, I have a bunch of favorites.
Ooh.
But my if someone like you just asked, if someone was just definitively said, "What's your favorite horror movie?" without skipping a beat, I would typically say The Exorcist.
That's still winning this year.
That's a
I'd
good
probably
one.
go with maybe Scream, because it's so iconic and it's so like meta, or the original Halloween, one or the other.
Those are good.
Okay, I got to Event Horizon because I saw that as a kid. Like I think I was about 16. Home Alone, Lights Out, and it scared the living shite out of me. It was horrific. Brilliant.
We've never gotten that one. That kind of
Yeah.
excited me.
And
That's
there's
a good movie,
Sam Neill in that. It's yeah, the ship's been to hell and back, and then his dead wife appears in the tunnels beside him. Oh, yeah, it's awesome.
Spoilers.
Come on, everybody's seen it. They must have.
I haven't seen it.
You
No, I'm
what?
gonna watch it.
I was like, we don't have that as a sound, do we? That needs to be a new sound that we
What?
can pop up on the screen.
What?
We've got this one,
Fatality.
but we don't have spoiler alert. We need a spoiler alert button.
Or shut up, phone.
That one's
Brutality.
That sounded like brutality, and I knew that.
Bro,
So,
now
Brutality.
The next movie, I don't know if you can call it a horror because it's not dark, like it's not darkly lit, it's not creepy, it's just it stays with you. Have you guys seen Midsummer?
No.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I hated that movie.
Oh my
I
god.
hated it.
I've
Yes.
heard so much bad shit about it but like me, she likes some of the higher production stuff. I love like B-rated indie like gore shit. Like
rat.
the trashier, the better.
What Midsummer sits with you because a lot of horror movies mask stuff with darkness and quick shots. Midsummer is like so clear and brutal of what's just happened. You're just like you're almost shocked, like you've never been shocked before. Just went, what? Why am I? What? How? What? It is awesome.
I heard it was
I
like
literally-
really slow and like they drag it out real bad.
Yeah. See, right? I literally had this discussion with a friend of mine the other day because they said, "Oh, like it's so good, it's such a good movie." My issue with it is it's so long. It's so much longer than it needs to be. And I understand that you're building tension, but it does not need to be 2.5 hours of tension. Like if I could super cut that movie down to like 1 hour and 20 minutes and it would be such a better movie. Like it's not a terrible movie, it's not worth its length.
I just never seen anything of that style before. It was so clean and explicit and bright and open with the violence and the gore. It was unsettling is the best word I could.
Yeah, it does stick with you because it's like 90% of the movie is almost exclusively daylight. So it is weird to see, but I just don't think it's worth it. I don't think it deserves its hype.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Good question though.
I guess the director did Hereditary too, and I haven't seen that either.
Which one? Sorry, I missed that.
The same guy that did Midsommar did Hereditary, and I haven't seen that.
Oh
either.
yeah,
Oh, I haven't.
Hereditary is worth it. Yeah, Hereditary
Hereditary.
is worth it.
This
Great
is
movie.
literally me making a note. Okay, so
Yeah, I went to the cinema to watch Hereditary, and it scared the shit. It's not that it scared the shit out of me. You know what? It's not that it's scary. It has this sense of dread and coldness to the whole thing. Like nothing really scares you. You're just always uneasy.
Yeah, you're always uncomfortable for the whole movie.
Absolutely.
No,
that's not just the hemorrhoids, Connor. No.
You know, I bring my special pillow to the cinema.
So back into music. What is your biggest inspiration that goes into your music?
Oh, geez. Try and write something that I haven't heard yet. I'm trying to walk that fine line between stuff that is so crazy no one would listen to it, and stuff that is easily to listen to. That's the thing with trying to write something new and something original, is that if it hasn't been done yet, it usually hasn't been done yet for a reason. It's because someone tried it and no one liked it. But I'm trying to find that line between something that could interest a lot of people, and also people who hear it be like, I haven't heard this before. So it is whenever I go too far into this is too weird for anyone to like, that's the first album, pretty much.
There was that acid jazz album you tried to run by us.
I think that needs to be a thing.
Yeah. And it wasn't acid jazz as a genre. It was normal jazz. I was just on acid when I wrote it.
So like Careless Whisper 100 times.
Yeah. It was like Chick Corea, but like on a lot of speed. Imagine 15 Phil Collinses all playing the same song, starting 1 second after another. That's what it would have been like.
In slow motion.
Yeah.
What about you, Connor? What are your influences?
Yeah.
I think generally with music, my main goal is always to make something that I would listen to. Like that's always what I want. I was like, I want to make something that I would enjoy listening to, and if I heard it, I'd be like, whoa, who is this? Like I immediately love this. You know what I mean? So I like pull from so many different places because our sound allows us to be really weird. So like I pick up inspiration from so many different places. But the main thing that was influencing me on the last few singles were just bands that were melding genres together, especially like Japanese bands like Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas and Crossfaith and stuff. They're so heavy and mixing electronic music, and like that inspired me to be like, I want to make stuff that makes me feel like when I first listened to this. You know what I mean?
I relate to that a lot. It's when I think all of us have so many like a diaspora of influences of stuff that we like and appreciate. Anything I'm trying to do, I'm trying to push myself as a drummer to be able to play it better. And like the writing process we've had with Munro has been a lot of, we'll program it and I'll listen back to it and I get to overanalyze and reprogram and do it and then push myself to play it well. So there's two sides of it. The technicality of it, I need to push myself. But then it's also it's like Connor said, making yourself feel something again. I remember as a kid, like 14, 15, and metal and music just made me feel so much. It just drove me. It gave you goosebumps. It made your heart go. But then I started realizing, okay, there's actually some bits of electronic can do that as well. So everything I'm doing is just trying to push that, sort of make myself feel that back from the song, give it a push, give it a pull where it needs, and bring it to it.
There was also whenever me and Connor were writing, and a lot, I can almost point to the parts. In fact, I know where they are as well in the songs, where Connor would be like, could you fucking imagine if I did like this thing? And I'd be like, you do it. And he's like, what? I'm like, yeah, put it in. Because he'd come in and be like, wouldn't this be fucking stupid? I'm like, yeah, put it in.
Well, come on, the whole last song was written around a hard style kick drop. That Connor was just like, I need to write a hard style song. And we're like, all right.
Yeah, we were like, there was a whole purpose. I was like, this needs to happen. I don't care what we do around it. This needs to happen. But
Yeah.
Jake is a terrible and good influence in the studio. Like for the exact reason he says, because I will just have a dumb idea and he'll literally go, do it. Just do it right now. To the point that when we were working on these songs, at some point we were sitting listening to them in the studio together and we both looked at each other and went, I think we ruined all these songs. We were like, I think these are all terrible now. Like, well,
And then
it's so good to be able to do
it after that. We added more
But
shit.
even that, like, we were like, because no one is doing the sound we've done. We were like, this just, I don't know, man. Like, but he just kept pushing us to do stuff like that. That's so weird and strange. That in the end, we're like, this is incredible. Like, I love this. I'm so happy with this.
Did you ever try him with like a ukulele solo?
Well, don't fucking push me, man. I will say yes to that.
Don't tempt
It's
him.
interesting writing with Connor because I got to see that metal sensibility. I got to see those sort of boundaries that people put up whenever they write specifically metal as well. It's just like metal doesn't have that, so let's not do it. And I'd be like, no, put it in because it doesn't have it, because I haven't heard that before. Because when I was writing with Connor, like Connor would sort of say like something that he thought was ridiculous, but you can tell that he absolutely wanted to add that. And I was like, no, like fucking add that. It's different. It's new. It's fresh. It's weird. And do you know what? Saying it out loud sounds fucking stupid. But if we put it in, it might sound good. And you know what? Most of the time, that was the case. Like Connor would be like, wouldn't it be just fucking stupid if I put this in? I'm like, yes, it would. Please put it in.
I love your impression of me.
I love it.
I bet you were hoping for an answer just like Metallica.
Oh, jeez.
What's your influence, Metallica? Done.
Oh, jeez. I mean, we share a rehearsal room with a bunch of Metallicas. Well, not a rehearsal room, but a building.
Then there's the occasional wedding band that comes in.
The occasional wedding band, yeah.
They are so bad. Oh, God.
I think that question's for Connor. I think.
Oh,
Vape juice. Yeah, go for it, dude.
I only vape strawberry vape juice. I know so many vapors swap and change throughout the day and stuff, but I used to do that. I would have like a morning one and then like an evening one, to bring me down from the day. But I literally soloed it down to strawberry only because it's the only one I could vape consistently without it starting to bother me or getting my nerves. Plus, it smells really nice, so I'm never bothering anyone. That's
why your breath smell tastes so good.
So, Connor, why won't you have it on a pizza then?
Oh no!
Have you never had one of Connor's breast milk cheese pizzas?
I wouldn't be against the idea. To be honest, I would try strawberry on a pizza, but I already know it would be terrible. Like, it would be terrible, but I would try it.
I had pomegranate. There's a whole different story. I'm not going to go down this rabbit hole of having to like tear open a pomegranate, but fruit can work with meat and bread and other stuff. It works.
I agree.
Yeah, I remember Lynn had strawberry chicken before, like chicken with strawberry sauce in it, and she said it was incredible. So, I mean,
blackberries with chicken is really good.
Oh, I haven't had that either.
Yeah, there's a salad that my mother makes, and it's spinach, grilled chicken, feta, candied pecans, and blackberries.
Shit, guys, there's a whole thing we're missing here, right? I think we need to do a weird ass metal cooking show. Yeah,
she's calling me out.
He wouldn't even eat a strawberry. No, I think we need to do a weird ass metal cookery show.
Let's do it.
I'm down with this. And we gotta eat it like right there.
Okay.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. No. Well, you can't cook it and not eat it.
That's so gross. Somebody just put what that peach pizza was. Apparently, the peach pizza had Alfredo sauce, peaches, and chicken. That sounds awful.
I mean, I'll give it a shot at least once.
I'm not adventurous when it comes to food.
You've made me eat tarantulas. I'll eat anything.
Yeah, see, I made you eat a tarantula because it was funny.
See, this is why I always have to do stupid shit.
How was tarantula?
It tastes like a sunflower seed, but hairy.
with legs and hair. Yeah.
The hair was the worst part because it like gets caught in your like throat and tongue. It like sticks. in there.
Somebody told us that too. They said
And
that we
it's
should have
not-
shaved it.
It's not very fun.
I was like, who wants to sit there and shave?
Like
a
it took me
dehydrated chicken?
a 12-pack of beer to get all the hair down finally.
To be fair, it's not like you go to Delia Smith book and go, "Oh, let me flick to the tarantula cooking page." So
It's in the back of the book, man.
yeah.
I mean, I don't know. A tarantula with some fruit might not be too bad. I would
Oh, guys, it's
maybe roll it up in like a.
Someone's giving you some shade, Jake.
Oh, are they? Where is that?
Says, what's your favorite wine and can I buy it from California with a bunch of dry laughing faces?
You know you can, Diane. No, my favorite wine is Spanish, and you can get some Spanish imports, I think.
I don't really know a lot about wine. I'm more of a beer and liquor guy, but my mother, she loves her wine.
Yeah, they want to know if you've reached the bottom of that bottle yet.
Unfortunately, yes.
Have you no backup bottle?
Damn, that was fast.
I don't know if this person's on the right page, but
Ah, finally, a fellow Christian. Hello, child.
Christian,
Hello, child
come
of
on.
God.
Holy crap! I think we got shared in the wrong group.
it happens.
Yeah, that's actually pretty funny because I made a comment in a YouTube video recently where I cursed and then I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I can't curse. This is a good, clean Christian channel." I made that as a joke, and someone commented on it, being like, "These guys will be my new favorite YouTubers if they were serious about that Christian comment. I hope they don't." Like they were like, "I hope they're children of God and don't worship Satan. Have a blessed day, everyone." And I was like, I don't know if I'm being memed or if this person really thinks. I'm like, what part of you looks at this and thinks I'm being serious when I say that?
Christians, man, you can never tell if they're trolling.
Yeah, you never know.
No, I have no idea. I had no idea at all.
Someone said the next stream, Jake will start a new bottle.
Yeah, no doubt. I'll order one before the end of the night. I think that's no, it's nearly 11.
Is
Diane,
Deliveroo doing wine?
We're gonna need a
No.
video.
What?
She said, if Jake says hi, Dee Dee, I'll shit my pants. I said, only if you send a video.
If I said hi, Dee Dee, I'm not saying that.
I'm not saying it. Everyone said, oh, Jake's out of wine. F's in the chat. Here's wine.
It's in chat for Jake's wine.
See, if this was pre-COVID, if this was PC, we could be sitting in Weatherspoons and getting drink delivered to the table remotely.
Probably not Weatherspoons, but yeah, I agree.
Well, they're the only one I know with a good enough app.
Yeah. Oh boy, Connor, do you remember that time in fucking
Yeah. Dude, I was just talking the other day about this.
What were you guys saying? Sorry.
He said, we wish we had delivery alcohol. We don't.
You don't have that?
No.
Yeah, you need to live in Ireland.
We live in Nebraska, though. Middle of the United States, in the middle of nowhere.
Vegas has delivery weed, though.
They do have delivery.
That was
weed.
amazing.
Yeah.
Whoa!
That's where they got us beat.
Yeah.
One of my friends went. He did like a university exchange. Went to Nebraska, and he went to the University of Nebraska. Loved it. Met a lot of really good friends, lifelong friends. He went to New York for a weekend, and his entire story of like being in America for a year. He came back. He said, "Dude, I ran through a wall." I was like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, I ran through a wall." So most buildings in the UK, Ireland, they're made of brick, right? Just everywhere is brick, breeze blocks, solid. So they were coming back from a night out, running up a stairwell, and his mate shoulder charged him, and he shot through a plaster wall and ended up in a cleaning cupboard.
Whoops.
That'll happen.
Yeah.
He wasn't even kidding.
Someone said, I don't know the blonde's name. Am I the only blonde on the stream? Is Jake considered a blonde? I feel like he is.
Only in spirit.
I'm Mischief. That's my name. Jake, there's one for you.
Do your best Scouse accent, mate. Right. There you go.
Calm down. Calm down.
Calm down. How's it going, mate?
Yeah.
They want to know what Connor's drinking.
Oh, I am drinking water. I am straight edge, bar the vape. I don't drink or partake in narcotics. So
Yeah, he's still
I'm
he's stuck in 2010.
yeah. I'm still coming down from the acid I took 10 years ago.
Not even a strawberry in that water, Connor?
Not even one.
No, God, don't even. No, just straight water all day, every day.
Oh, we have a question we have not answered from way back when.
Yeah, you
way
are
back.
correct. You are correct, guys. What
Do
was
we
it?
have do we have another cover coming up?
Perhaps we
Oh, weirdly timed because we literally spoke about this maybe 2 nights ago.
do. Yeah. Yeah, it was because I do covers myself on my own channel, so I'm constantly just trying to think like what could I do, but what would sound fucking epic if I run it through the Munro filter. And I had a few lined up, and I was like, what if we did this? And at first you were just like, what the fuck? And I was like, no, like, listen to it. So then we sort of all agreed that it would be fudging brutal.
Yeah.
So we're going to be working on that. So that's likely going to be another April 1st release, 2021.
So to get people working on the cryptic clue, it may involve aerated bread.
Oh, I don't even know what you meant by that.
Yeah, I don't follow that reference. I'm like, is this the wrong song? Am I thinking of a different song?
Oh, no. Private chat coming your way.
Oh wait, I think. Wow, that's a stretch. If you're.
Oh,
are
yeah.
Hold on. Are you saying? Yeah, I knew it. Yeah. Okay, sorry. That took me. That is such a stretch. How would you even get there? How did you?
If anybody gets this,
okay.
like, yeah, we'll make Munro merch just to give to them if they get this. So our cover's going to involve aerated.
That's such a stretch. I knew the answer and I could barely get it.
I get it. I remember now.
No.
Water is so 2010. Yeah, not a drop. Not a drop since 2010. I'm the opposite of straight edge. No, you guys know I'm overhydrated at all times of the day.
There's a question for Gaz.
Where you Gaz the beard will eventually be a beard with legs. It's I'm a professional engineer, and being in an office environment, I've always just had a neat facial hair. So as soon as lockdown started, I was like, right, if I'm ever going to try and grow a beard, it's going to be now. I'm going to do it. So I'm enjoying it. So yes, if this takes over my entire head, upper body, and
It just curls over the top.
just a fucking beard with legs, yeah, I'm
Just like
I'm actually going for the comb over when I can get it right around.
I love it.
I don't know how no one
Somebody
said it, but you look like Rasputin.
Merch question.
Jake, why don't you have hoodies? I need a delicious snack hoodie that I can wear daily. Diane, thank you for the question. Hoodies are in sort of short supply on Teespring, but I will have a look to see if they have anything new. But in terms of Munro merch as well, I do have a couple of really incredible artists lined up. And we've had an idea for a merch line for a long time. And we want to go through that because we're going to be doing tours in 2021. I saw someone saying, you're going to be touring the UK. Yes. We have thousands of individual listeners in London alone. So we're going to be doing a series of pretty big shows in the UK, along with some pretty big shows in Germany as well. And then one huge show in Helsinki, like we're big in Finland, but specifically just in Helsinki. And Russia apparently has come out the woodwork and been like, yes, those communists in Munro are pretty good. So we're apparently going to be hitting up the Russian Federation.
I think the reason we're getting popular there is they're actually crazy into the electronic and heavy mix. Like there's a dope, I think he's Russian artist. I cannot remember his name. I think it's something like it's not the Annex. I listened to him recently. They have some dope stuff coming out there. No.
French.
Yeah, Algorithm's French. He opened for someone. He opened for someone last year. It was so dope. But yeah, they're finally getting into the electronic and heavy stuff. So if we do go to Russia, I'd say they're gonna go crazy.
Do you guys remember the Pantera video where they played Russia? It was like over 1 million people. I think it's on one of the Pantera Vulgar videos. It's the most insane looking gig. It's just crazy.
Yeah, they like
their crowds are intense.
Oh yeah. I saw a few comments there. Come play Munich. Hell yes, one of my favorite places in the world, Munich.
Yeah, you definitely do like Munich.
Oh, I do like Munich. It's Germany. I'd move to Germany tomorrow. It's awesome.
Yeah, Germany's dope. Come to the USA. Yeah, I mean we're the biggest in the US. I think the minimum we have is like a few hundred in a state, ranging to a few thousand in a single state.
That escalated quickly.
Yeah. So it's
that
oh, no. Come on my face. Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna shoot my shot. Let's do it.
Well, I mean, come to the live show. Come to the live shows.
There you go.
Just on stage, just like with a big Rammstein cannon filled with googe juice. Just.
I've seen a lot of shit in our live feeds, but
Bukkake invitation has not been there so far.
Somebody's like, "You guys are so interesting and inspiring." You're welcome.
The Munro thirst is real.
I don't think a Bukkake video is on our video ideas list right now, is it?
Well, it's because you keep saying you should do one, and I'm saying no.
It is now.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
We'll get a pineapple pizza.
Oh no!
We'll get a pineapple pizza in the middle of the room, right?
I think I know what Colin's going with it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, guys, I don't know how many times we need to tell you this, but we are not all gonna bukkake you, okay? I know you want it in a video because you want it to happen. No.
We're gonna make a lot of money.
Oh no.
Next Munro video will be Pornhub exclusive.
I was gonna say, Pornhub, here we come.
Munro gets OnlyFans.
As long as you don't get my beard, Connor, it'll be hell to get out.
I will aim exclusively for your fucking beard, you bitch.
He's aiming for your beard.
Clowns eating pizza.
Make your little target.
Sounds like a terrible OnlyFans account.
Clowns eating pizza and bukkake?
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway. Yeah, we're going to be...
Is that our new genre definition? Like...
Yes.
Dub metal bukkake?
Yeah.
Oh no.
It's pronounced bouquet.
Yeah, everyone's putting Munro OnlyFans in the comments.
Oh, jeez.
Is that going to be
my boy Jared Dines has been getting that shit recently. Have you seen that? Jared Dines getting bombarded with OnlyFans requests. It's like excessive.
I feel like it's getting excessive.
Yeah, but I'm like kind of secretly hoping he does do one. So
he should just do it.
What? So you can watch?
He should just do it and play sick riffs. Like his OnlyFans will just be him playing the dirtiest riffs.
I'll just sample the FAP sounds and make a song out of it.
There you go.
That would actually be really funny.
All right, so I think we've ran out of time, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Shit,
so
seriously?
plug whatever you want. Go.
Plugs. You need them to stop the water from draining out. I'd also like to give a special shout out to ladders, because you need to get up to places. No specific brands, just the concept of ladders. And I just want to thank everyone for supporting Munro and watching our videos and listening to our music. And we're super happy that you guys came today and watched us on our first ever interview. We appreciate you. Thank you. And thank you for having us on.
Absolutely. Are you on all of the streaming platforms, Spotify, Apple Music, all that stuff?
Everything, yeah. Distribution has me covered. I'm on everything.
Yeah. And then there's YouTube has been scrolling on the bottom as well. So if you're not subscribed.
No, guys, thank you very much for the support. Thanks very much for giving us. I honestly feel like we're just having beers with a couple of mates and hanging out. So,
well, that was
that's the point of our show.
Anyway.
Yeah, we like to make it very like we're hanging out instead of and ask you weird shit because nobody wants to know what you're doing music wise. We want to know.
I mean, you're gonna do the quintessential interview a billion times a year.
Yes.
When can you sit and drink two clowns talking about just random shit?
I can guarantee the word bukkake will never come up again in an interview.
Not without us, it won't.
Not without us, it won't.
No, you guys are doing awesome work for the scene, so thank you.
Yeah, appreciate
Absolutely.
it.
Thank you guys for coming on. We'll figure it out. We're slowly one by one. There we go. Thank you guys again, Munro, for coming on. We had a great time.
And if you have not, go find them on social media, everything. Follow them on everything. We are Scoops of Mischief, and this is Hellfire Radio, and we're gone.
We'll see you on Monday.
Bye.
Bye.
I'll see y'all tomorrow night.
Bye.